All right, it's another Star 99.9 Maritime Chevrolet Acoustic Session here at Little Pub in Fairfield. It's Kevin and Jenna, and we're with Phillip Phillips.
Yeah, what's going on? Doing
What's
all right?
up? Yeah, the last time you and I talked was 2 years ago on Zoom.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought it's been a couple years, man. So, yeah, everything's been good. Got a 3.5-year-old now.
Nice.
And he's very athletic with his throwing abilities. And, yeah, man, so life is – and I got the new record out. And so it's 2 years is a long time. Lots going on. So,
yeah, I'm so happy that we were able to do a proper acoustic session in person now, like this with the listeners, because we did one on Zoom virtually. But yeah, it's awesome to have you here doing this.
Yeah, man. No, thank you. Thank you all for the support. And, it's always fun because I'm on like the road right now doing some like full band shows, so it's always nice to come do these visits and obviously to tell y'all thank you. But it's nice just to break it up and do something acoustic and something different, instead of just doing the same thing every night. So no, thanks for having me.
And you mentioned the new album, Drift Back. So over the past 5 years, what went into making these songs and putting this whole album together?
Oh man, a lot of things. Like I said, I had a kid in the past 5 years, a lot of emotional things going on in my life, and a lot of great things as well. So so this album really represents that. There's some little sadness, there's some happiness, and but I feel like it's really just, it's real, and this album is all from me, and even down to the artwork, me and my buddy, I knew how I wanted the photo. I'm into photography. I love photography, and I just said, I just need you to push the button while I go up there, and he said, there's a great sunset, took the photo, I edited everything, so it's a very personal record, man. I really love this album, and so I think it's really good, but it might be one of the worst music anyone's ever heard. I'm not sure, so we'll see.
Doubtful, but you definitely had a vision. And it comes across. So your past songs, they remind me of Summertime, right? First day of summer, by the way. But remind me of Summertime. They're new love kind of vibes. Yeah. And then listening to this new album, like songs like Over and Calm Before the Storm.
Oh, thank you.
Like you mentioned emotion.
Wow, that was really nice.
I listened and I was like, wait a second, this is deep. It is. Were you trying to convey a message of like a more mature?
Wow, look at this. I was not expecting. Usually when I do some radio events, it's not really like that. That's really nice. I appreciate that. No, I do love those songs. It's like you said. I mean, it's a very personal record, and I went through a lot with. A lot of different things that happened in my life. I'm a pretty private guy, but a lot of stuff just going on in my life, and how I've always dealt with things is to write it out. And those songs that you mentioned, I really love. And man, you caught me off guard there. So, thank you. No, I appreciate it because I mean, I know y'all are playing "Dancing with Your Shadows," which is great. Thank you. It's a very personal song as well. My wife, after we had our baby, had a lot of health stuff going on, and we couldn't figure it out, and I was just trying to, I'm a person that tries to want to fix things for her because I love her so much, and then I had to realize like sometimes you just can't fix things, and you just got to be there and just be quiet and be still with her, and so that's really what this song's about. It feels cool. It's an upbeat song, and it started off as like a ballad, and what I'll probably play it more of how it was whenever I was writing it. It's more slower for this since it's acoustic, but it's a really upbeat song. I love it, and cool song, I think.
Do you feel when you write after something personal like that with a song that's so emotional, does that, in the writing process, does that almost ease it a little bit?
Sometimes, it eases it, but also, I even listen to the songs right now because I've been trying to listen to them a lot to get them stuck in my head, but that's how I practice, and also I'm playing them a lot. My little boy, it's really funny. He grew up with these songs, so he can sing every word to these songs, and it's really sweet. And but even now, when you write a song, even from my first album, I'll listen to a song getting ready for tour, just kind of getting stuff back in my head. It's like, man, I remember exactly where I was and how I felt when I wrote a song, and it's weird how music just does that to you. And even songs I don't write, if it's songs I grew up listening to, you're like, man, I remember listening to that song when I was a kid, and how it's very nostalgic for me. I was just talking about that with my guitar player the other day. Night Moves by Bob Seger. Like my uncle used to play that song all the time, and we would go to and from like working on some property, and so that song, every time I hear it, I'll just like start weeping.
Brings you right back. And you played a couple cool events recently. The National Memorial Day concert in DC.
You did the national anthem and the
Stanley Cup.
Stanley Cup. Oh man,
I hate doing the national anthem. It's terrifying because it's an easy song.
Yeah.
It's like everybody knows it, but whenever you have to know it, it's like, oh yeah, you have to know this song right now. It's like you can't screw up because you don't want to be a meme or a video that's getting made fun of, or maybe you do. I don't, but so when nobody really talks about it, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
so
you're like,
I made it through.
Known for the music.
And,
that's
and
it.
Man, hockey fans are really loud too. I was on the ice, and it's like you feel like everything in your chest, like, oh my gosh, I'm having a heart attack, and then it calms down, and I thought, it went well, and the
awesome.
Memorial Day concert was absolutely incredible too.
And you posted a video on Instagram of your son on the plane for the first time.
Yeah, that was.
I went through that last year with my daughter, but what was it like? Was he good on the plane?
He loved it. He went on with his pajamas. We just said, screw it, we're not going to make him get dressed, and you pick your battles, and he just loved it. He, when the snacks came around, he, all about that. And then we got him these. He loves Spider-Man and superheroes, and got him these Spider-Man headphones that he absolutely loved. And then the second flight we got to go to DC. Had a TV on it, so he got to watch what is it called, Boss Baby, a couple of times or whatever. And he did a great job. And when we go out, he usually sleeps in his bed at home, but when we go away, he usually sleeps in the bed with us. And he loves that. He's like, I want to sleep with y'all. Like,
it's a treat.
That's
it was good. But he had a good time.
Awesome, I love that. So what's coming up next? So I know you have the tour in the fall, right?
Yeah, tour. Just announced the tour in the fall, like October into like top of November, and then just a lot of shows in between now and then just kind of promoting this new music and the new album and all that fun stuff, and trying to be a dad and be home and good husband and try to eat and all that stuff.
Juggling everything.
All that. Man.
Well, on that tour you'll be back here in Connecticut, Hartford, October 6th. So
it's going to be
looking forward to that.
It's always been, everyone's usually really good to me here. So I'm always appreciative of that, and I love coming back to Connecticut and just good fans up here.
Awesome.
And then with the tour, I mean, you're coming back, and it doesn't feel like this big, like, loud I'm back moment. It's, drift back, right? What can we expect this time around now when you're on the road?
It's it's always been just live music. There's no tracks. It's not like it's no pyro for this one, but it's just good music. I think we're just playing. It's 5 or 6 guys up there on stage trying to play the best music we can and connect with the crowd, and that's what hopefully that's just a good time, and if it's not a good time, just
no such thing.
No such thing.
Don't even have to plan ahead for that. Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for doing this for us. I know listeners love it with these acoustic sessions. So
awesome.
Really appreciate it. All the best, and we'll see you next time you're back in Connecticut.
All right, buddy. Thank you.